If you drop a Titanoboa into the modern Amazon, you are introducing an animal 14 meters long and over 1,100 kilograms into a river system that has never seen anything like it. When it moves through the water, the local wildlife doesn't panic. A family of giant river otters will notice the displaced water and scatter, but their instincts have no specific memory of a threat this massive. The modern ecosystem has a strict hierarchy. The apex predator here is the black caiman, but the Titanoboa dwarfs it completely, bypassing every established rule about who eats whom. At this size, the snake rarely needs to strike to defend itself. When a 120-kilogram jaguar enters the water for a kill, the sheer physical reality of a skull the size of a dinner table is enough to send the cat retreating into the forest. For those first few weeks, the snake acts as an unstoppable ghost. It displaces the local ecosystem with ease because the modern animals haven't evolved the necessary instincts to fight it. But there is a hidden biological problem. This split-screen thermometer compares the 33-degree Paleocene tropics to the 30-degree modern Amazon. As the gauge stays at 30 degrees, the Titanoboa's internal enzyme efficiency drops by 30, but consuming that kill reveals a hidden weakness. The snake's jaw has to unhinge and work the massive prey down over several hours, leaving it completely immobile and exposed. While a meal of that size offers enough calories to last for weeks, the actual digestion process requires intense, stable environmental heat to break the meat down. The Titanoboa's immense scale protects it from claws and teeth, but turns it into a slow-moving target entirely dependent on weather conditions it can't control. The real breakdown begins with a minor physical scrape across a submerged root. Almost immediately, modern Amazonian bacteria swarm the open wound. In this cellular diagram, newly evolved bacteria easily bypass the prehistoric snake's outdated antibodies. As the infection spreads, a descending bar chart tracks the giant's rapidly depleting energy reserves. The Titanoboa is fighting a reptile fever, basking in the sun for hours on end to artificially raise its temperature and force an immune response. Burning those calories costs the snake its explosive speed. When it lunges for a surface-breathing fish days later, it misses by centimeters, pushing it into active starvation. Dropping a prehistoric animal into the present exposes its immune system to millions of years of microbial warfare it never trained for. Then the wet season arrives. Within 3 days, the river rises 4 meters, and the water temperature plummets by 3.5 degrees. This temperature drop causes an internal catastrophe. The snake's digestive enzymes stall out from the cold, while the bacteria responsible for decomposition thrive, causing its last meal to literally rot inside its stomach. Desperate for heat, the failing giant drags itself miles through the flooded forest, seeking out the slightly warmer, acidic Blackwater lagoons. Physical mass offers zero protection against shifting seasonal temperatures, an organism never evolved to withstand. In this severely weakened state, modern parasites move in. They probe the snake's scales and gills, finding and colonizing biological niches that have sat empty since the Paleocene. The ecosystem senses this lethargy. The same giant otters that fled 2 months ago now swim carelessly nearby, and young caimans confidently cruise mere inches from the Titanoboa's inert snout. Nature constantly updates its threat assessments based on highly practical cues. A massive silhouette means very little if the animal lacks the internal energy to bite. The Titanoboa dies on a Tuesday, not from a coordinated attack or a fatal ambush, but from the compound interest of 1,000 microscopic mismatches between what it needs and what this river offers. The Amazon recycles the body with brutal efficiency. Scavenging fish and specialized insects strip the carcass, erasing all trace of the giant within 2 weeks. Somewhere downstream, a 4-meter modern anaconda breaks the moonlit surface, moving through the current with perfect, efficient grace. Long-term survival demands a specific generational alignment with the exact temperatures, pathogens, and seasons of a habitat. Adaptation to the room will always defeat out-of-context power.